Hi, it's Emily again. I just made some other videos. I only uploaded one yet, but today I'm just really in the mood of doing videos, and these are the days to do it when you're in the mood to do them. And I was like, what else can I do a video about? Like, cause sometimes I just get video suggestions pop into my mind, and since I had already done two of them, I'm like, what else can I do? And I was thinking like, why don't I do a video that tells you a little about me? And I'm going to post this video on both of my pages because I was like, I don't have any subscribers on one of my pages because I just made them and more people know the other page. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put these on both pages. So I'm just gonna start telling stuff about me. You guys sometimes do know other things about me in some of my videos, and like how I love to sing and love to dance. I just put that in another video I just made, and that and other things. But you guys don't know that much about me, and a lot of people are like, "Who is this girl? How am I supposed to like know her and anything if I don't really know her? If I don't like, I'm gonna watch her videos and things and stuff. I don't know her." But I'm just gonna come out with it. Just like start whatever comes to my mind about me. I'm just gonna tell you. One thing is I'm very squeaky clean. I'm not like a clean freak like physically, but I'm the goody girl. I guess people call like a GG because I'm just not like that. I just like what I'm trying to say, like I haven't really gotten in trouble any. Or my friends are like, let's do something. I'm like, do you really think that's a good idea? They're like, Emily, you never want to have any fun. And I'm like, not true. I have lots of fun. I am very goofy. I'm so loud. But not that I don't want to have fun. I just don't want to get in trouble while having fun. I go out with my friends. I'm really loud at places. They're always like, Emily, calm down. You need to learn how to whisper. And I'm like, I can't. It's just not. Whisper isn't even in my vocab range. It's just not in it. And I'm like, not the I guess I can say I'm smart. I am a straight A student. I just am really cool like that. I also want to say something. I look old for my age. I was thinking about this question: should I tell my age or not? Thing is, I do want to tell my age, but I don't, because if you do tell your age, then people won't start to take you serious. And now I'm thinking like, who, how young is this girl? But I'm not that young, you guys. You guys don't have to do that. I'm just like, I look older than what I really am. And so I don't really want to tell my age. I'm just letting you know I look older than what I really am, because I just don't want you guys to act like, oh my gosh, like, why, how am I supposed to take you seriously, and how am I supposed to look at her videos and things if she's this age? And I just don't want to say it. But maybe once I get older, I'll tell you that age, and you can look at that, and then you can figure out how old I was when I made this video. But it's like, it would be too late because I'm already old enough now, so just forget that. What else should I say? I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I now live in Mobile, Alabama. I said this in another video on my first YouTube page when I was like, I'm from Memphis, I live in Mobile, but this is for another video, and I bring it up here. How I came about. I know a lot of people think like, how did she even come about to live in Mobile, Alabama? That's what a lot of my friends here ask me now, and it's because my grandma wanted to move. She's like, I don't want to live here anymore, even though she lived there for her whole life. She's like, I don't want to live anymore, and I live with my mom, my grandma, and my aunt. And when you hear me refer to my parents in my videos, I'm referring to my mom and my grandma. I live with them and my aunt, but she's only a few years older than me, so she's more like a sister to me. And so I live with her and my grandma, my aunt, my grandma, and my mom. And she wanted to move. My mom thought it would be a really good idea. I wanted to stay in Memphis because that's where all my friends are. That's where my whole family was. I was so upset that we were moving. I'm like, how can you guys do this to me? You ruined my life. All my friends were like, I can't believe you're moving, because I had only went to one school for my whole life, and I had been there for ever since I was like 3, and I've been there for like forever. And then I was like, well, we're moving, too bad, say bye. And I was like, I couldn't believe they were doing that to me. I thought they were trying to ruin my life. But when we moved, it's not that bad down here. It's really cool. I made a lot of friends. For a few, I don't know if they're gonna get mad at me for me mentioning their name. I won't mention their whole name. Aja, Ben, who I call Benji because his real name Benjamin, but I call him Benji sometimes. My friend Rachel, who my other friend calls Ray Charles, which I think is so weird, but still them. Kaya, some other people could see them. We have lots of fun together. Yeah, I miss my old friends, Kennedy, Isaac, Valerie, Asia, Kaya, all those friends. I miss them too, who live in Memphis, Tennessee. But all in all, I think it's kind of, I don't regret the decision as much as I used to, because now I have widened my friend range and I have more friends than I ever thought I could. And so that's cool, and it's not that bad. But yeah, just like, I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the blues, awesome town. Everybody says it's so dirty down there, but I love it. I'm like, when it's like, even the Christmas lights, they have them up like all the time downtown, and they throw the best concerts at the FedEx Forum. I saw a Justin Bieber concert down there. That was fun. The Mid-South Fair, which is like in Mississippi and in Memphis. I saw Raven Simone there one time, and I know a lot of people thinking, who is that? You should look her up. She had her own show called That's So Raven on Disney Channel, where she was a psychic. I was so upset when they took that show off, but she was getting older, but still. So her, I saw her. It's really fun down in Memphis. They have a bunch of clubs you can go to. They have the FedEx Forum where they throw a lot of concerts. It's really pretty down there. They keep Christmas lights up even though it's not Christmas downtown. And it's cool. And they have one restaurant called Texas de Brazil that I just love. If you're ever in Memphis, freaking look Texas de Brazil up. They have the best food, and it's like kind of like a buffet, I guess, but I don't have time to explain. Just look it up. Some more things about me. I love books. You all know that. I love reading. It's all over my page. Books, 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 books. It's nothing but books, and I love them. It's a part of me. But to be true, I never really liked reading until this year. Well, 2012, 2013, I just started reading, and it started towards May, like March and May and things like that, April, May, stuff like that. But it really didn't start till freaking September, August, around that time, where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't live without a book. I have to have a book in my hand, I have to be reading. And that paid off because I have 583 points now, in which I think is awesome. And so yeah, that's good. So I love books. I love to sing and dance. There's nothing getting around it. You guys see the singing videos on the thing. And actually, I just did the Two Truths One Line game, and I told about how I like to make my own songs and I sing them, but I don't sing them out. And if any of you are wondering, will you ever sing an original song on your page? It depends. I don't really sing on my page. Well, I don't really like singing songs, and my mom subscribed to me, and I said, I am never singing these songs in front of you, Mom. Get over it. If I get a CD or something, and I start singing, I put a video on there, and I burn it on a disc or something, maybe you can listen, but you're not going to really listen to me. And so she subscribed. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I will sing an original song on here. I might, if I get the courage up one day. I'm you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to sing it. Then right after I make the video, I'm going to upload it before I can say delete this video, because I'm it's kind of embarrassing, because let nobody likes your song. It's kind of hard to sing it, but I have a couple songs. The song You Don't Know Me, Never Knew, and then On Top of the World. There's a song that I haven't finished yet, but it's called Lockdown. Another song I haven't finished is called That Boy. It's all over the place. I have so many songs that I started and haven't finished, but some of the songs that I have finished, I think they're decent songs. There's a lot of stuff about me that people don't know. For instance, I love watching movies. When I get older, I'm going to be singer/actress. I'm going to be acting. I'm a really good actor. I think I'm pretty funny. A lot of people are you're not that funny, Emily. And I'm you don't know what you're talking about. I'm freaking tons of little funny on my other page. On my new page, I put a comedy video up, and it was just me being goofy, trying to act like myself, being a quirky little girl. Well, not little, but a quirky girl who's a geek and everything, which I am. But I did like a little voice, and I was like this, and I was like, well, I'm on Tumblr, and I don't know how to blog, and I was like that, and it was awesome. And I thought it was really funny, and I was looking at teenage quotes, and I was reading them, and I was commenting on them, and there was one time where actually on Tumblr, okay, I was on Tumblr, and it said, the awkward moment when you're like left in a room with somebody you just met, and I was like, I'm Emily, and it's like, I'm Jason, like, yeah, I'm leaving, like, but didn't your friend tell you to stay here? And I'm like, she did, didn't she? Bye. But I was on Tumblr, and I saw it, I'm like, I have to reblog this. But while I was reblogging it, under it, you could add something, and I add, like, a whole dialogue page of me and Jason talking, and it's like, my friend was like, oh, I have to go to the restroom, you can talk to my friend Emily, and I'm like, hi, and it's like, Jason's like, hi, I'm going to read it now, I just got to read it now, hold on, let me go to my Tumblr page. I'm gonna go to my posts. I gotta do this now. Okay, so this is exactly what I said, you guys. Okay, it's like I said, this is the friend. It's like, hey Jason, I'm going to the restroom. Well, I'm going. You could talk to my friend Emily, and this is me. I'm like, hi, I'm Emily, and this is him. He's like, hi, I'm Jason. I'm like, cool. He's like, so what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, well, I like books. Do you, like, you know how to read books in there somewhere? And he's like, yeah, they're cool. Favorite author? I'm like, Cassandra Clare. You? I love Cassie. That's my girl. And he's like, Cassie too, and Susan Collins. I'm like, me too. And the friend's like, I'm back. What I miss? And then he's like, oh, no. And I'm like, oh, nothing. Jason and I were just talking about books. And he's like, and she's like, oh, this is the friend. She's like, oh, so you're boring him to death. And I'm like, Jason's laughing. You're like, no, she wasn't. She's actually pretty cool. And I'm like, ooh, she's pretty cool. Even though I wrote it well, I'm like, ooh. And then I'm like, you weren't that bad either. I'm like, thanks, you weren't that bad either. And Jason, and then at the end, I'm like, and Jason and I are both just thanking God we got through this alive. Because, like, when you are left alone in a room, that's just, like, weird. But I have a Tumblr page, I have a Twitter page, I have 2 YouTube accounts, and I have a Facebook. I don't know. I might give out my Facebook name, but I just don't want people like blowing up my Facebook because, but not that anybody will. It's not like I'm famous or not, but still. Oops, sorry for my camera. It does this sometimes, but not like anybody will. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna actually look at my Facebook page and go to it and send me a friend request unless they're like stalking me, or if they just really like my videos, which I have no problem with. But it depends, because like last time I friended somebody who I didn't know, they turned out being a person who liked to talk about people and spread rumors about my friends all over Facebook, and I'm still trying to figure out who this person is, and so is all my friends, and we're still on a wild goose chase about this dude. His name is Payson Lilly, and I just don't even want to talk about him. He's gonna ruin me. So yeah, that I've been talking a long time, and so I'm going to have to start like winding down, but I love teenager quotes, posts, all of that. I think they're awesome, and I think that they are just like cool, funny. I love reading them. I am actually I have a very broad vocabulary. I like talking on my friends are like, why do you use such big words? And I'm like, I don't know, I just do. And I'm like, you aggravate me. I'm getting agitated. Stop talking. You're exasperating me. All of that. Like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to decipher this word? And they're like, shut up. Stop using all these big words. And I'm like, oh sure, but I never do because that's just my vocabulary. I have fun teachers. I just realized I got into the school that I wanted to. Not telling you what, because then you'll probably figure out how old I am, and I'm not going there. So I just got into a really good school. I really wanted to get into school, and I got into it, and I'm like, thank you. So that, and it's coming down to, I'm on here for like 14 minutes, so I hope that you like this video. I hope that you learned some things about me that you didn't know before, that you can subscribe down below. You subscribe, that you can follow me on Schoolgirl. You spell school regularly, but you spell girl, GRL 247. That's the whole thing, Schoolgirl 247. And you follow me on Twitter. I have a Tumblr, and I'm called Ultra Emily Lover of Books, because I love books. And I hope that you just like this. Thank you. Bye.